was wondering why I didn't have any sound. It's because I had it down so. Oh, who would have thunk? Hey, Jeff. I do a quick little thing. How you doing today, man? Just chilling. I get that. I love Sexy Murdoch. Sexy Murdoch! Yeah, I think that's the only channel. Super fucking tired after staying up for too long last night. Dude, same. You and me both. But hey, if you're doing it for... Well, I mean, yeah, if you're doing it for a friend, then you at least have a reason. There we go. With that mic right into my mouth. Just go! Yeah. Jefferino's doing good. Jefferino. That's good. I hope she's sleeping right now. If she was sick, then she should be sleeping right now. Did she take any medicine? Or is she one of those stubborn people that's like, no medicine, blah. Stay out of trouble. I make no promises. Mercato? What do you want? Nothing. Goodbye. Lucius? Lucius is busy, shuffling 3 walnut shells while trying to engage a few men who have obviously never seen this game before. Step up and watch the little ball. It costs you nothing to look. There you see it, and there you don't. Guess where the little joker is? The quickness of the hand deceives the eye. I don't think I'm going to gamble on this one. I know how these things typically go. They normally cheat. Paying customer. Bless your heart, Gaius. What can I do you for? I need a few things. Of course you do. Who doesn't, eh? By the way, I've got some nice crossbows from Medoran. You don't strike me as a look 'em in the eyes while you gut them kind of guy, so if you like to keep your distance, look no further. I'll listen to it. This little guy here, Kleidos shows you a small one-handed crossbow. It's nothing but a toy. Can't shoot straight and has no power, but I suppose if you can't miss if you shove it in someone's face, can you? You can hold it with one hand. Hell, you can hold two if you like. I don't think I have to tell you what that means. Now, this here is a real crossbow. He pulls out a basic model. Standard as they come. Good, accurate, reliable. That's my #1 choice. I fought 2 wars with it and have nothing but good things to say about it. However, if you want something bigger and better, try its cousin over here. The difference? Feel it. Try to wind it. See how slowly it goes? It will take you longer to wind it for another shot, but the extra power is well worth the wait. It'll punch a clean hole through any armor. Now take a look at this. Kleidos shows you a double crossbow. The strange looking bird has 2 bows. They're vertical, of course, which is what makes the magic possible. You can shoot twice without reloading. Sweet little deal, eh? Save the best for last. He puts a heavy bundle on the counter and carefully unwraps it. A repeating crossbow. Is this a fucking marvel or what? I tell you, only the Zen can come up with crazy shit like this. See this box on top? Look it up with bolts, aim, and fire. Now, it's not fully automatic, although I've heard things you ain't gonna believe. So you still have to reload it after each shot, but it will only take a heartbeat or 2. Obviously, it ain't nearly as powerful as the heavy crossbow, but if speed is your thing, you can't go wrong with this one. If you got the coin, that is a lot of coin. Guy just went out of spiel and showed me his crossbows. Pretty sweet. You see, typically, a person doesn't show you their crossbows upon first meeting them. You have to get to know them a little. That doesn't cost too much at all. I suppose in hindsight, like, it does cost quite a bit, because that's what, 31 gold in order to buy it? And then you have to buy all the bolts as well. I'm not even focused on crossbows. I have 1 point in it, but I don't even focus on it. So there's not much of a reason for me to buy any of this. Liquid fire vial. Oh yes, liquid fire. It burns. I'm dying. I feel like this is one of those situations where I want the rope with the grappling hook or the climbing hook. You know, D&D vibes where it's like, oh, you think it's a mundane item and then BAM! You need it. Aziz? What do you need, Goyus? What do you want to know? Do we operate openly? We always do. We can hide all you want. But any god worth its salt knows where to find those who break the laws in his town. It's rarely worth the trouble, though. Besides, why kill the goose that lays the golden eggs? I dare say we pay more in bribes than the rest of the town pays in taxes and levies. Didn't stop them from nailing Cato's predecessor to the front door, did it? Tullius? I was surprised he lasted that long. He was a good and well-respected thief, but power clouded his judgment and made him see things that weren't there. He thought that the guards were working for him because he was paying them more. He thought that he was running the town. In the end, Dedler had to pay Tullius a visit to show everyone the error of his ways. Then he had a long chat with Cato, and we got us a new guideline. Or sorry, a new guild master. What do you do around here? I help people make right decisions, break their heads if they don't. In most cases, this is all the motivation they need. That we permanently steal things. Any idiot can swipe something. It takes more than that to run a successful guild. We sell what we can, what can't be traced back to us, and we send the rest to other towns with caravans. I've lost count how many times people have tried to fuck us. I don't know that we won't go to the guards, but they must also know that we'll find them, break their legs, and leave them to the vultures. Like all lessons, it must be taught. Can you teach me anything? Sure, I've got time, come with me. Fuck yeah. I don't sneak into houses, quiet as a mouse, says Aziz, picking up a club lying on the ground. I don't pick pockets or run cons. I'm a man of the road. He swings the club with force. For the road's bounties are plentiful, if you are able to receive them. Now, I assume you don't like getting surrounded and fighting half a dozen men all at once. So, that's where clubs and hammers come in. Put enough power into your swing and you'll be knocking people down like there's no tomorrow. A good swing, it's all about the balance, not raw strength. Here, let me show you. Spend a couple of hours with Aziz practicing your swings until you feel some improvement. Tired and battered, you go back to the tavern. You receive much needed combat training, increasing your accuracy with melee weapons by 10. Oh shit, that's awesome. Let's save that. What is it, guy? What is it, guys? Where does the name 40 Thieves come from? Where does anything come from? The olden days. It's all about prestige. Everyone wants to show that we were there. That our blood is noble. As if anyone really cares. The way the story goes, ours is the oldest profession. What one man has, be it jewels, gold, or a shiny stone, another man wants. Such is the way of the world. And, as this world grew, so too did we. We banded together, wrote our own laws, chose our leaders. We created a society within a society. We had our wars, of course. Some differences can only be resolved with blood. We grew until there was one man controlling each city, and 40 men controlling the shadow society of the Empire. What happened then? The war. Everything turned to shit. All we were left with was the name. What do you know about the war? The same thing everyone knows. There was a war with some devils across the sea. That was the end of everything. Ask you anything else? What is it, guys? Nah, you know what, I'm good. Ah, Kado's Tavern. There's no point trying to buy anything from anyone. I wonder where these doors lead. Linos. Yes. Okay. Goodbye. What a nice young lad. Oh, there's an alchemist there. There'll be an alchemist there. Linen, silk, cotton. What do you have? These items cost a small fortune. Yeah. It's a very small fortune. Here's what I'm gonna do because I have a bit of knowledge about this bitch. Well, now I have enough streetwise in order to do this one. One man's fortune is another man's fortune, is it not? So? The commercium's ways of doing business are hardly unheard of. However, if you're having doubts and more comfortable paying double at the market, who am I to argue with? Here. I'll go ahead and take a look at this one. Here. Strike the arms! Oh! Couldn't strike the arms! I got some heavy-ass armor, you bitch. I want to hit this guy first. There we go. We'll see if I'll somehow be able to kill them. At this rate, don't think it's gonna happen. Double hit on him. Interesting. Yeah, this is not a game where you try and fight everything. I know this, but I wanted to see if I could do it somehow this time. I could not. I got fucked. And that's what happens when you try and fight everything. But damn, does it make me angry because I want to fight everything. Some other time, get fucked, yo. You have nothing I want. Goodbye. Place is filled with slavery. I like it. If you think about it, slavery is kind of the foundation of man. The foundation of man and man's cruelty. It's marvelous. You, merchant. Fine, I'll look at your wares. Black powder bomb. Yikes. That sounds beautiful. As of current circumstances, though, I don't need that. Well, hello, beautiful. With one exposed titty. Cassius. 42-year-old Lawmaster Cassius contemptuously... Or, 42-year-old Lawmaster Cassius contemptuously called Young Cassius by his grey-haired colleagues has never understood the appeal of digging through dirt and ruins like a rat. Instead, he preferred to spend his time among neatly preserved scrolls, studying the work of many prominent lawmasters of the antiquity, and hundreds of accompanying commentaries he considered indispensable. Master Cassius was working on his second tractate, analyzing manifestations of the divine will in year 4052, when Antidus' emissaries invited him to Terran. Cassius arrived early and was getting tired of waiting when you showed up and graced him with your attention. Yes, is there something you want? Take him to Lord Antidus. What do you want? You thought that Lord Antidus will pay you more to keep Cassius alive. You gain new insight, which can be used to increase your skills. To Word of Honor decrease. Oh, I don't want that. Of course, after you proved your value. What do I need to do? Wait here while I ask you Master Cassius inside. I can use your help in exchange. I'll let you in, even put in a good word for you. Do you have your own people? Good question. You see, my people are valuable, while you, to put it bluntly, are not. Don't worry, I'm a good judge of talents, and since I didn't see any, your task will be relatively simple. House Aurelian is digging into some old ruins not far from Terran. Apparently, it was an old mining facility and some machines are still intact. They've even sent for Sorab, which is bad news. He's an expert on old machines. If there's gears, he can fix it. We can't have that. The last thing we need is the Aurelians setting up shop in our backyard. So what do you want me to do? Whatever it takes to stop them. Killing always works. But if it's too plebeian for your sophisticated tastes, try something else. Go for it, Jeff. What else can you tell me? Not much. Ruins are everywhere. Well, we don't have enough money and people look under every stone. A few weeks ago, House Aurelian set up a camp here and started digging. They may have something there, something we don't know about. Or they have nothing and are just waiting for us to give them an excuse to attack Terran. Good question. They're too far from the Madoran to be supplied regularly. They aren't used to living off the land. Ask around, see what you can find. You give me any men? Ellis shakes his head. First, we don't know for sure what we're dealing with. I need all the men in case this situation isn't what it seems. Second, I'd like to see what you're capable of. You don't have a problem with that, do you? Anything else I can help you with? Well, if you didn't like the first problem, you're definitely not going to like the second one. A gang of raiders captured one of our nobles. Someone should go there and find out what the raiders want. Didn't they tell you what they want? It's a funny story, actually. A few days ago, a raider walked in and started making demands, claiming that his gang had captured a lord. We didn't take the bastard seriously and used him for target practice. Then it turns out that some distant relative of Lord Antidus is really missing, but it was too late. Now my men aren't very eager to go there and pay the blood debt. You're sending me there. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Very generous of you. Fine, I'll give it a shot. You see, I'm kind of happy with that trade. Yeah, I didn't get 50 gold, but I got 2 extra quests that I can do instead. In reality, that could be worth just as much, if not more. See a man attempting to preach to a crowd curious onlookers. He's climbing onto a pile of rocks, better make himself heard. Despite that, it doesn't seem as though it's going well. He is having a shout over the jeering. Look around! Boom, he booms, face reddening with frustration. What more do you need to realize? That we're on the wrong path. For thousands of years we've tried to build a better world for ourselves, for our children, and for thousands of years we've failed. What is left of mankind's great work, our glorious empire? Ruins, rubble, dust. For emphasis, he kicks a stone from the pile. He stands on it and it clatters noisily to the cobblestone. The crowd momentarily hushed by his vehemence. I'll listen a bit. Might as well. What the fuck do I give about House Crassus? I didn't even read that. I wasn't even listening. Where am I? Ah, there's the healer, actually. Perfect. We'll see if I can even harvest that. I have a 0 in alchemy, so probably not. But we'll see. Yep, thought so. They all look the same to me. Hello there, It's a healer. His name is Medicus? Medicus? Of course, that kind of falls in line with the whole Roman feel of this game. Because Romans were not good at naming. They were terrible at naming. They didn't really know what to name people. A well-dressed woman opens the door and looks at you quizzically. You can't help but notice her rings and necklace. Stones like these are bound to fetch a good price. Lady Anthea, I presume. I'm happy to inform you that Lord Galius has agreed. You're expected to arrive in Medora within a fortnight. You have the privilege of addressing Lady Camelia Domita Planca. Before she closes the door, her curiosity gets the better of her. You were saying something about Lord Galius and Medoran? You're not Lady Anthea? 1,000 apologies. Please tell me I can count on your discretion. It's a highly sensitive matter involving the most noble of houses. Your performance isn't good enough to make her bite. She dismisses you with a wave of her hand and slams the door in your face. Damn! Hey, get that streetwise up. That thing gives me some awesome options. Healer, boatman, Merchant's Plaza, Blacksmith Fang Tavern, Barracks. Have not been to the barracks yet. Oh jeez. Oh jeez, these people have been crucified. That's pretty normal. As I was saying before, yeah, Romans were not good about naming people. They were terrible about it. Never knew what to name their kids, and so they typically just put them in order about what they, like descriptive details. So, at some point, most of the commoners would just name their kids numbers, so you would have Quintius, which meant 5, because Quint began with 5, and then they just go Eus afterwards, and they're like, that's a name. You're standing in front of the Imperial Guards barracks. The building is well fortified by the looks of it. The fort is designed to hold off enemy forces attacking from inside the town. That's your business? Demands one of the guards. Hey, Briar. How's it going? I want to join the Imperial Guards. We've just finished recruiting, but feel free to check back in a few weeks. Sure. That's the only place I have to go is the gate in Shantytown. Shantytown! You see a group of road-weary travelers trying to enter Tehran. Their clothes are ragged and they have the look of desperation about them. You have to pay the levy to enter, explains the guard patiently, looking at one of the women with interest. We don't have any money, pleads one of the refugees. Our village was attacked, the raiders took everything. I guess meet philosophers and alchemists. Very fair, Briar. It's hard. There's a lot of things you can do in Rome. These are hard times, agrees the guard lazily. But we aren't running a charity here. If you want the protection of House Daratan, you have to pay. If you can't pay up, he looks at the woman again. Please show mercy, begs the man. We have nowhere else to go. Mercy, explodes the guard. Do you have any idea how much it costs to maintain these walls? How many men-at-arms it takes to keep the town safe? Everything costs money. If you don't have any, you are nothing but a dead fucking weight. With these words, he pushes the man back and turns around, indicating that the conversation is over. What's going on? What's my question? Or what's my answer to the question? Do as the Romans do, Briar. Do as the Romans do. Refugees, fucking freeloaders. They think they are entitled to what we've built here. Like we need more beggars and thieves. The guard spits. So you will let them starve and die outside the walls? Me? What am I, a lord of the fucking gate? I was told to collect a levy from everyone who enters Tehran. If I start making exceptions, I'll end up outside the walls myself in no time. Even if I did, then what? They come all the time. There are a lot of people out there trying to make it on their own. They think that all they need is a patch of land to call their own. Well, a patch of land ain't worth shit without rough men standing ready to crack a few skulls. He slaps himself on the chest. So those who survive end up here. If we start letting everyone in, we'll either have to feed them, or we'll have to riot on our hands. That's just how it is. Which Romans specifically? Probably the commoners, actually. Above slave, but not exactly... above slave and above thieves, but not quite high enough to really be, of note. You tolerate thieves running a guild, but you can't let these people in? Thieves. They pay everyone. Please, they bring cheap goods from Medoran and Ganeza. If you ask me, they keep this town running. How much do they need to pay? 30 Imperial heads. There are 5 of them, so that's 150 Imperials. We'll talk to the refugees. Please help us. Please, the old man leading the group. I'll pay you back, I promise. I'm a smith, look. He shows you his rough, callous hands. Help me and I'll repay your kindness tenfold. tenfold. Since the entrance levy is 150 gold, I want you to pay me 1,500 imperials when you settle in. The man looks at his family, sighs, and says, "Yes, 1,500 imperials if you pay the levy for us." Sure, yeah. I'm in your debt, stranger, but I swear that it will be repaid. My name is Amorless. Look for me at the market square. You strike up a conversation with the Doratan guards without, watching the gate. Trader, perhaps? Trader is quite the classic position. Think I'd do something fancy as a job. I could always be a storyteller. Wouldn't mind being a jester either. Theater was a thing in Rome as well. Theater was a big thing in Rome. And, you know, thankfully it's not Greece. Quick Snapples fact, in Greece, when it came to, doing theater, they would hire slaves for death scenes, and they would do on-screen deaths, and they would actually kill a slave who was brought on to be killed. They would pay for slaves and be like, okay, and they'll be like, what's my motivation? They'll be like, we're going to kill you. And they go, that's a pretty good motivation. And then they would kill them. They make them look as close to the character as possible and then kill them. On stage, in front of, you know, a bunch of people. It was the Romans that did away with that tradition, however, when they took over Greece. There's a lot of traffic these days, so the guards are bored and take full advantage of the opportunity to talk your ears off. You fake genuine interest and skillfully encourage the guards to impress you with their vast knowledge of current affairs. Letting the guards' pay has been cut again. That Flavius, the watch commander, has lost more than he can afford in a game of chance, and that the Imperial Guards are pretentious bastards who think they are above the law just because they have some kind of fancy mandate. They cut your pay? Necessary measures, they say. Necessary measures my ass they take because they can. Can't believe the guards who risk their lives to protect us all are underpaid. That is a real crime. The guards enthusiastically agree. No, and I got a thing that's leaving this place. Instead of just leaving it be, I'll give you 10 septims each to just let it be. The guards look at each other. The older man shrugs, letting the younger man to interpret it however he wants. 50 coins each, the younger man finally says. You can ship anything you want. 25 is all I can afford. Didn't we just hear you say that underpaying guards is a crime? 50 coins each, or you can deal with the merchants. Alright, 50 coins each. Fuck you guys. The older guy. I need to increase my trade, Jesus. You say yet savage and not so smart. Manpower is an important resource. Indeed it is. However, Greece is known to be filled with slaves. Greece has shit ton of slaves because, for one, there was a lot of immigration into Greece, and two, Greece, if I can remember correctly, Greece, like, you know, they went to war a lot. Rome was definitely the strongest of just about all imperialistic empires, but Greece was still pretty constantly at war. And you know, people that were captured turned to slaves. The older guard slowly counts the coins, occasionally inspecting a few worn-out pieces. When he's satisfied with the transaction, he pockets the money and looks up at you. We have a deal. We ain't around when you need us. Just ask for either of us. I'm Brachus. This here is Lawless. Likewise, leave. Well, that quest is done. Cost me 100 of my fucking gold, though. And that's a nuisance. Merchants Plaza, then I just have to go over here. Kato's busy talking to a nervous, balding man in merchant robes. Just signed this document outlining what we've just discussed, Xenon, says Kato, playing the role of the kind uncle. You seem like an honest sort, but it's natural to have doubts and second thoughts. This document will help you avoid certain temptations. The man glances around helplessly, but signs it in the end. They always do. Yeah. Now, you see, Briar, the most important resource when it comes to, well, just about any society is money. You know, during this time, you know, gold and whatnot were the biggest sources of income. You know, money was the biggest thing. You know, because Greece grew plenty of food. They had plenty of resources. They could have supported probably a total of triple their people if they really put their minds to it. It's just that they had different moral views, and in all honesty, money is the most important thing to them. Not before the money actually invented. I mean, I'll technically, let's see. Let me think on timelines, because I want to say that Greece, I'm almost positive that Greece had money. I know Rome did. I definitely know that Rome did. But I'm unsure, I'm not 100% sure if Greece did. I want to say they did. Just because of the structure of their society. Oh well. I won't dwell on it for too long. For the man to leave. Merchants think they have a problem. Merchants think they have a problem, explains Kato. A hole in their ship, so to speak. Since they usually patch holes with money, I think we should stay close and observe. Xenon is Linus's man. His word carries some weight, and so does mine now. He carefully rolls the document and puts it away. How did it go? I bribed the guards to let our shipment through. Simple, but effective. Go rest for the night. We'll take care of things. Now, come see me in the morning. I got the 40 Thieves reputation increase and Commercium reputation decrease. Whatever. I'm not sure of those city country stuff. Yeah, I think the only I think the most recent society that had a bartering system instead of a money system was probably the Incas, Aztecs/Incas. I know, yeah, because, what do you call it? Egypt ended up switching to a currency system after it started getting settled by, Europeans. You know, tons of independent. Exactly, yeah. Greece had a shit ton of independence. Hey, Kato. What's going on? What do you want to talk about? Did you take care of the ore shipment? Forget about the ore. Kato can hardly contain a smile. I have something far, far better for you to do. Wait here. I wait. Cato is back with Aziz and Lucius, the guild enforcers. Remember our recent conversations? Linus is ready to pay to make his problem with the Imperial Guards go away. Guess who the money is going to? Lord Antidus. Cato laughs like a man who can't believe his luck. Imagine a fortune in gold slowly traveling through the streets under the cover of darkness. The gods are smiling on us today. A fortune in gold? Do you think you can buy Antidus with a handful of coin? At night. The ship is, taking off at night. Linus wouldn't want to advertise that his guild is backing up Antidus. That has something to do with the attack on the Imperial Guards. Such things are usually kept quiet. Very, very quiet. Yeah, Mid-America. Yeah. Of course yeah, it would be. I didn't know that, Briar. That's very interesting. All good. I do that all the time, Briar. But yeah, that's very interesting. I didn't know that. Cato looks at Aziz questioningly. We are men of the road, are we not? Says the guild's enforcer. Let's lay an ambush, hitting them hard and fast. The gold will be heavily guarded, of course, but there is no gain without pain. Cato nods, then glances at you. Aish. We can try something tricky, but if it fails, we lose the element of surprise in the shipment, or take chances. Ambush it is then. Go get ready. Let me do a quick save. Save as stream 2, just in case I want to go back and change some things. Read in a book long ago. It's interesting the things that stick with you for a long period of time, huh, Briar? I'm ready. Are you sure you have everything you need? It's going to be a long night. Yes, I'm sure. Good luck, Gaius. Oh, that's a lot. You arrive early. There's nothing to do but wait. The men load their crossbows with steel-tipped bolts, take cover behind barrels and crates brought to the ambush site for the occasion. And within moments, the street is quiet once again. Oh, I was just saying it's interesting the things that stick with you for long periods of time, huh, Briar? After what seems like a very long time, a man in rich robes enters the street. A score of slaves are following him, grunting and swaying with the effort required to pull a cumbersome crate-laden cart. His escort keeps pace with the cart. Mercenaries with hard expressions and watchful eyes. Three on each side of the cart. They're clearly ready for trouble. Ambush! As you and your men step forward, the mercenaries form a line preparing to defend the cargo with their lives. The merchant moves back and disappears into the shadows. The slaves follow their master, leaving the field to those who are paid to fight and die. Oh, okay, we have a lot of people too. Let's try and get those arms crippled. Blocked both of them. Okay. I'll be the tank, don't worry guys. I got them. I'm a champion. Guys, I'm not liking this. Oh dear lord. I'm gonna need you guys to kill these guys. Stab. Nope, okay. I am so dead. There you go. Yeah, what the fuck? Hey, you'll figure yourself out eventually, Briar. Just take some time. Look, a shanty town. Look, a kebab seller. See a dark-skinned man cooking kebabs over hot coals. Come, he says with a strange accent. What food? Very cheap. Special recipe. Make you strong like ox. You know anyone who's been buying supplies on a regular basis lately? Enough to feed a full camp of soldiers. I mind my own business, he says apologetically. I'll take a kebab. You're about to put your money away when suddenly a man standing nearby snatches the coin bag out of your hand and starts running, pushing people out of his way and calling for help. I'm running after that bitch. You chase the thief through the streets and alleys, slowly gaining on him. Then she comes to an abrupt end when the thief runs into a guard and stops. What's going on here? Barks the guard. I was minding my own business when he, the thief points at you, pulled out a knife and ran after me. I see, says the guard. Well, we won't tolerate this kind of behavior in Tehran, that's for sure. How do you answer these charges? The man stole from me. Is that so? You have witnesses? If not, I'd think twice before accusing honest people. Beat it. Wait till Kato hears about this. You steal from your own, you idiot? Yells the guard at the thief, backhanding him across the face. He grabs your coin bag from the day's thief and gives it to you. It happens, alright? Now beat it. Ha! That's awesome. You didn't take your kebab. Here. He gives you a stick with several small pieces of sizzling meat skewered on it. The meat is chewy but flavorful. It doesn't make you feel any stronger though. Not that you really expected it, of course. Sometimes you just have to stop and think about things. It's as simple as that. A lot of the time. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. I'll increase my streetwise and I think I'll increase my trading actually. Have you ever tried kebab? Fuck yeah, I have. It's amazing. I love it. Of course, I'm more of a fan of vegetable kebabs, which is very interesting. I like vegetable kebabs that have been cooked with meat. Because vegetables have a tendency to just absorb flavor. Like, when it's just meat on a kebab, I kind of go, eh. But like, if there's like vegetables on it, it's like, oh yes, I eat the vegetables first, and then I'm like, I'm not sure if I want to eat the meat. Herbs are probably ones that invented it. Yeah, I think it is. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know too much about food history. I know a lot of things, but food history is not one of them. Oh, road map. Going to the mining outpost. Getting 5 SP just for being here. Sitting in the shadow of the mountain, the Aurelian outpost is protected from prying eyes by a tall wooden palisade that circles it. A guard watches you approach from atop the wooden tower, his high vantage point offering him an unobstructed view of the road leading to the camp. Another guard is posted at the entrance of the outpost behind a small barricade. I'll approach. This area is claimed by House Aurelius, says the guard. Turn around and leave. Crossbowman in the watchtower takes aim, waiting for your action. My name is Sorab. Come to see the machines. This is the worst fake accent I've ever heard. Get out of here before you're killed. Oh, no. Not expecting to be attacked in broad daylight. The guard doesn't even look at you. He looks through you, his eyes unfocused. When they catch a movement, your dagger is already thrusting upwards. The guard jerks backwards and the blade merely grazes his skin. Well, you got his attention now, that's for sure. Well, fuck. Ow! Don't bleed me. Stop that. Just realized these guys are much better equipped than I am. Keep going for headshots. This guy's dangerous. I mean, I guess they're both. All of these people are dangerous. They're going to kill me. Thank goodness the crossbow guy is not too bad. Shish kebab. Okay. I see. Interesting. I didn't know that there was a difference between normal, I mean, you know, kebabs and shish kebabs. Ah, the more you know. Turkey is more likely to be mutton. Again, the more you know. Yeah, I'm fucked. I best just load the save now. Because, man, am I fucked. Yeah. Makes me wonder how much I should be investing into combat. Visiting places for a quick SR boost. Or sorry, SP boost. I wonder what is even here. I guess I'll find out soon enough. Hi! Esbinus. Yo, how's it going, Esbinus? You have a lot of knowledge of kebabs, Briar. That's awesome. Several raiders in battered armor acknowledge your presence by getting up and loading their crossbows. A gray-haired man with a military posture emerges from one of the tents and assesses the situation. He barks some orders, swearing at his men and sending them to take positions around the camp. Within moments, some semblance of military order is created. Satisfied, the leader turns his attention to you. I'm here to negotiate. We found this young man walking alone in these very dangerous woods. When he told us that he's a nephew of a local lord, we decided to keep him company to do our best to ensure his safety. I'm sure that his uncle would appreciate our help and reward us generously. 1,000 coins should be enough. Try to convince him, says the raider, for his sake. He adds knowing to the prisoner. Returning to Delhi. Barracks. I think it was. Actually, I don't know. No, it wasn't. This wasn't it. Or was it? Huh. I can't remember where I talked to the guy that gave me that quest. Is it him? I don't think it is. He looks like a common copy-cut sort of person. He doesn't have a name when you go over to him. The Undertaker? I am the Undertaker. Fear me. Business or pleasure? Inquires the old man on one of the graves. What do you mean? Not the Briar's Torch, are you, boy? If you have business with me, then you're here on business. If it's the pleasure of my company that you're seeking, then what would be the pleasure? Pleasure, then. Pleasure of my company isn't free, mind you. I'm what you might call the town's historian, so if you're looking to educate your dumb self, look no further. 5 dead emperors, please. Maybe later, when I actually care. A dwelling? Oh right, now I remember, it was at the palace. Teller, boy, do I have news for you. You're saying from the Turatan compound and tell us that blah 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 blah. Dr. Deller. What do you want? About the bandit camp. Report. They want money, 1,000 Imperials. Out of the question. Paying ransom is a sign of weakness and an invitation for more trouble. We can't afford it at the moment. The raiders understand that. Instead of asking for a ransom, he's asking for a reward for helping a noble in need and seeing him for safety. I think it would be easier to pay than put your men and the hostage at risk. And then what? What are we going to do? If they don't leave and take another hostage a few weeks later, if another gang shows up attracted by the prospect of easy money, can you handle them? I'd rather run it by Kato first, see what he says. Hey, Kato! Made a new friend? Della, just trading favors. What's the favor? Some rays have kidnapped a noble, and Titus wants him back, preferably in one piece. Don't get yourself killed. I can use help. It's gonna cost you. 700 should cover it. You're not getting the big picture, Kato. The raiders are moving in on our territory. Is town big enough to support us and them? Unless we get rid of them fast, soon there will be nothing left for us to take. If they decide to stay, then we'll deal with them. Most likely, they're just passing through. Fuck me. Guess you'll have to do. Not much. It's a small camp, fenced off. There are 2 ways in, well guarded. I saw 5 or 6 men, but there could be more. Della's men are back in less than an hour. It didn't go well, says one of them grimly. We hit them hard, but they were ready and met us with several volleys of bolts. We've lost 5 men. Della winces. But the raiders are dead. Tiberius was dead by the time we reached him. The fucking disasters. It's a fucking disaster, says Della. Your men will be furious. It takes a while for him to realize that you're still here. What do you want? Don't tell me you're dumb enough to hope for a reward. Fuck off. Okay. That didn't go too good. Let me load up this. Let me load up the Bandit Camp autosave because Jesus Christ, that went bad. This is a game that honestly needs a shit ton of saves coming. Okay. Let me go back. What do you think about this? I could see about getting better armor. Might be a good idea. And I'm pretty sure I can afford it. Get me to the blacksmith. Oh, shit. Sorry, Briar was really focused. I'm not much of a healthy eater. I usually go for legumes, grains, like pastas and stuff. Tasty, cheap, and fills the belly. And animal products, not fan of vegetables and fruits, and fish is an exception to animal products part. What about you? I can't eat fish. More specifically, I can't eat seafood. I have an allergic reaction to it. And even past that, I don't like the feel of fish. It disgusts me. But past that, however, and I also don't like the taste of fish. Past that, however, I just kind of eat whatever. I don't focus too much on, like, if it's healthy or not. But most of the time I make sure to get at least my, you know, daily servings of whatever. But I don't focus on it. I'm here to browse your wares. You, sir, have terrible wares. Goodbye. Okay, hold on. Armor hardness 50, 40, DR 8, DR 7, XAP 10, 10. Armor penalty 30. Armor penalty 30, sneak penalty 2, 2. Yeah, I can't even buy it. Guess I could see about getting a better weapon. That is actually very fair, Briar. Making sure you're not getting too much acids in your body is actually a very good idea. Never really thought about it. So I'm at 10, whereas this is 8 to 11. Great, yeah. I'm good. I have a tower shield. I'm currently have an infantry shield. Perhaps I should upgrade to the tower shield? Oh, it costs a lot. I can't even buy it. Well, unless I sell something else. Thank you. Thank you, Briar. Whew. I have the most sensitive of noses. Where even the common air is too much for me sometimes. Bronze, iron, steel, blue steel, sky metal, okay. Oh, I can melt metals, okay. Do you have any religious beliefs? Me? Not really. Religion was only really a big part of my life during my first few years of life. When I was my family was Jehovah's Witnesses. However, I have found that based upon my life now, religion does not really affect it. And I've noticed that when it comes to religion, typically most of the people that are so like diehard into it are adults that don't really get out. Like, older people like going to church because it gives them a reason to go out and meet people. You know, it gives them something to talk about. Younger people don't very much go to church and whatnot, because they can go to other places. You know, there's bars, movie theaters, comedy clubs, things like that. So I've always found religion just as a means of going out and talking to people. And the sense of morals were, well, it's like morals definitely should be taught. However, I've also noticed that when it comes to religion, a lot of people don't really follow those morals, which is damn shame. Damn shame. Okay, let's try and ambush them again. However, this time, I'm gonna try and limit how much we get. I'm gonna try and limit how much I get attacked. Yeah, fuck that guy up. Let's fuck up his legs. There we go. I appreciate if you guys did a bit better and killed them. I would appreciate it. You know what? Fuck it, I'm whirlwinding. Oh, it shows target hit chances. Those aren't very much. Exactly, Briar, exactly. Emotions do affect people. It's like, the people that don't have morals, are the ones that essentially run the world. Because they don't let others control them, which... stupid. Wanna move a little, buddy? Ah! Ah, my back! Come on, he's almost dead. Oh, I am your tank. Now all I need is my DPS to actually work for me. There we go. Got one. Sure. Well, I hit him. Didn't hurt him, but I hit him. Okay. Oh, Jiminy! Fuck you guys. You guys are the DPS, you can handle this. I was just your tank. We took down 2 of them. It's even odds now. It's your job. I'm just gonna wait over here. Fuck you. Oh, nope. I mean, manipulation is essentially a common thing in life. Everything you do from, you know, trying to get a girlfriend to, you know, borrowing a little bit of money from your parents is manipulation. It's just a matter of how severe it is. You know, but as long as you don't go overboard with it and don't try and ask for too much, should be okay. Oh, I expected. Was that kill? Now all we have to do is shoot the fuck out of this guy. Oh, we lost one. It's fine. You know, I'll just wait. I want to get in in line of sight of possibly getting shot, so I'm just gonna wait. Nice! He's dead. There's plenty of people who don't use logic, Briar. There's plenty of people that don't have common sense, that don't have logic. That was quite a fight. You did well, Gaius. It was your gut. We're going to lay low for a while. Minos will turn the town upside down looking for his gold. And Titus might take offense too. On top of that, the mercenary company has a score to settle. They feel that you've wronged them, as if their incompetence has somehow our fault. Keeping the gold here is too risky. We'll have to take it out of Terran tonight. Use your new smuggled channels and take it to Medoran. They can hide anything in their slums and nobody would ever find it. Now, you know that I trust you, but I have to send some of my men with you. I'm sure you understand. I want your mind to be on the task, not on the gold. Better men than you guys have been corrupted by less. Sure. Sure. Like agreeing with someone I like. It ain't common for me. I rarely agree. Well, as long as you understand that, common ideology is a, oh gosh, how is it? Common ideology is a, is difficult to find, when it comes to difficult opinions. Hi, Lucius, how's it going? Nervous? Yes? You have a chance, otherwise Kaido won't have sent you. I gotta make the most of it. Any advice? Avoid fighting if you can. The odds aren't in your favor. If I can't, then pray and hope that someone's listening. Well, I tried. What are you waiting for? Get out there and have fun. Easier said than done. Oh, if it was easy, anyone could do it. I don't trust you guys. Trust in your abilities, don't let them down. I won't. Any advice? Don't complicate things. Some people think that killing is too old-fashioned, but the truth is, it works just fine. That man are the most agreeable sort I've ever met. So don't be shy, stick a knife in anyone who needs an extra dose of convincing. Well, that is one good piece of advice, I guess. I want to say I should increase my sword ability, but at the same time... Yuck. I could also just keep on increasing my block so I'm an even more difficult target to take down. Oh. But decisions because I want it all. So I get it all. Why eat the whole cake? I'm not sharing. I'm not sharing. Not sure, I'll... Yeah, because it leaves me above a 30% chance in order to, just block. Just block people. I like how I have a -6 with the Commercium. That's pretty funny. Well, okay then. Guess that's all there is to it. Of course, actually, I should increase my dagger because that gives a synergy with swords. And I should say about buying crossbow bolts. Well, if there's anything I've learned, it's that after this playthrough, I'm making a crossbow fucking build because, jeez. Yeah, I'll buy 10. Just 10. Just 10. Wait, you? Are you a sympathizer of any ideologies? I believe that any ideology, and belief has some merit to it. If you brush off an ideology or idea completely, then you are facing the possibility of closing your mind off to different possibilities. Are you ready, guys? Not yet. I need a save. I could die. Okay, now I'm ready. Be careful. There's a mob out there looking for the gold. It will be hard to get past them. Good luck, guys. Ooh, I got people. My God, they set fire to the place. Why? It looks like the mob is controlling all roads leading to the gate. Makeshift barricades block side streets. Fires burning in the middle of the main street. Illuminate the area, making sure that nobody gets through undetected. Rough-looking men made fearless by the rumors of the fortune coming their way are determined to keep it from slipping through their fingers, no matter the cost. Isn't that also an ideology? I suppose it would be, Briar, but it's not just an ideology. It also goes hand in hand with being a life choice. And it's an ideology that I hold fairly dear. Great diversion. Leaving the cart and your men behind, you run towards the mob yelling, "We got them! They were hiding at the inn!" Your fake enthusiasm is contagious, and a handful of gold coins presented as irrefutable proof has an explosive effect. Several men start running in the direction of the inn. The rest follow them almost immediately. Within a few minutes, the square is empty and the way to the gate is clear. Dude, sweet. Paradox, paradox, and paradox. Paradoxes are not necessarily a destruction of evidence, however, Briar. Damn straight we will, Briar. Yep, but just like hypocrisy, it's not necessarily a destruction of evidence to be a hypocrite. However, it is a deconstruction of morality. Because, to say something, that you mean, and then doing it, essentially means, like, yeah, it makes you a hypocrite, and makes you seem less trustworthy, but it's not necessarily a destruction of what you say being true. Or not true, you know, one or the other. You almost reach the gate when someone calls your name. Turning around, you see two familiar guards stepping out of the shadows. "You're famous now, Gaius," says the older guard. "Rich and famous," adds the younger one, smiling unpleasantly. "I thought we had a deal." "We still do," says Brachus levelly. "But things changed. The town is locked tight and there's a new heavy crew manning the gate. Lucky for you, we know another way out. But as you probably guessed, it's gonna cost you extra. 100 Imperials. We could have asked for more, a lot more in fact." He glances at the cart. "But we're reasonable men. Of course, you can always try your luck with them." Brachus nods in the direction of the gate. I'll go to the gate. You approach the gate, the guards you talked to earlier aren't there. The new guards look like veterans, are heavily armored. Fighting your way through won't be easy. Halt! Says one of the guards. Town sealed until further notice. Turn around and go back now. I'm on a mission of great importance. Unless you want to explain Lord Antidus why you thought that his mission could wait, open the fucking gate now. I don't know about any mission. Were you supposed to? Does Lord Antidus have a habit of informing you about his latest plans? Listen, we're on the same side here. Don't make it difficult for me and I won't make it difficult for you. Now open the gate. I've lost enough time chatting with you. Alright, if anyone asks, you pass through before we close the gate. Sweet. Guys, you turn around and see Lucius and another man emerging from the shadows. Some mercs are awaiting for you outside the walls. Same outfit. Looks like we're made a lasting impression on them. So Kato sent me to lend you a hand. Sorry I'm late, had to tie up some loose ends. Hey, let's go. You walk through the gate, leaving Terra and his troubles behind. Your troubles, however, are far from over. The road up ahead is blocked by the looks of it. Linos didn't put much faith in Daraton's guards and called in reinforcements to get the job done right. You can't see the standards in the darkness, but you're almost certain it's the same mercenary company that was guarding the gold. They would be more than eager to remove the stain from their reputation and get back on the payroll. The mercenaries set their camp some distance away near the fork in the road, but they've left 3 men to keep an eye on the gate. The men are decked in heavy armor and look like they mean business. The mercenaries have underestimated the threat once. They are about to make the same mistake again. I'll approach now. Come with us, says one of the mercs in a tone that rules out any other options. If you aren't the ones we're looking for, you have nothing to worry about. Sure. You enter the camp slowly, parting the line of mercenaries, watching your arrival and moving forward until you reach their leader. A man whose weather-hardened face is covered with poorly stitched scars and mercenary tattoos, wearing a monstrous mask. What's in the cart? Before you can answer, you realize the question isn't directed at you. One of the mercenaries reaches for one of the crates. 3 success. So I know it's a success. The gold's in the cart. If even a single coin goes missing, Antidus will have your heads. Antidus? You really think that some thieves took it? Is that what Linus told you? Linus told us to take the gold to Antidus. Now you tell me that it was Antidus who stole it? You think we were born yesterday? The gold was a payment for the attack on the Imperial Guards. The problem is, Antidus couldn't take it openly. Staging an attack was the only way. Linus should have told you, instead of putting you and your men at risk. I think we were born yesterday. Chop them to pieces! Let's fuck these guys up! Who am I fighting? These guys! Well, technically, if you say something that's correct, and then you change your mind and say something else as correct, then there is no hypocrisy. Well, there's not necessarily hypocrisy. There could be, but not necessarily. Ah, shit. Get entangled, bitch. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, shit. He's using a dagger. Huh. So, I'm not in the best spot. I'll hold off for one more turn. Should be able to do it. Yeah, after this one, I'm gonna have to fucking back off. Oh. I am super fucked up right now. Yeah, you can take your turn getting your lumps. I'm hurt, man. You can get your own lumps. He has crutches. Come on, man, get that kill off. You can do it. You're getting like crits and shit. You got this. Uh-oh. God damn, my target hit chance is fucking weak. I'm just gonna move over here. We got a good thing going on. We got this. We just have to keep on believing. I'm just gonna end my turn because these guys are honestly more capable than I am. Actually, let me re-equip my shield and sword. Because if they end up coming at me, I want to make sure I at least have some defense. But what if the first thing is wrong? Then what you are doing is making a correction. There we go, good job. Oh no. Oh, thank goodness. He's still attacking that guy. What's his name? Lados? Lucius. Oh, keep focusing on Lucius. He's dangerous, I tells ya. Dangerous! You saw him take down 2 of your men. Gotta make sure Lucius survives. Good job, people. We did it. Oh god, I'm so fucking... What? Wow, you just saved me from a ton of situations. Yay. Thanks. If I get card, I'll send you bits first. 10 bits, of course. Cheers. Hey, yeah. I mean, I guess. I'm glad I could help, Briar. Oh my god, my health is so fucking low. Yeah, I'll I'll take that attic helmet. Only gives me a DR5. Oh, well, my current armor is fucked up beyond belief, so might as well. Not gonna go using a spear, however. Infantry shield. This guy had giant ass hammers. Well, like, not 100% sure what I should take. That handar is something I should take, though. Phrygian helmet. I don't know, Briar. If it's something that you were stressing over, then that explains why you couldn't think about it. When you're stressed about something, you don't think clearly. You know, it happens. I'd say his armor is gonna sell for a good amount, but I honestly have no clue. This guy, also an infantry shield. He's a Gladius. Hold on. DR of 6, armor hardness of 10. 6 hardness of 10. Critical strike 60. THC penalty 8. Oh, wearing these things decrease. Oh, I see. Well, I mean, I'm already wearing them. Any of these things give me better? Does not look like it. Yeah, they just sell for 60 straight up. Each and every one. Huh.
This infantry shield is of different color. I want to wear it.
Nah, I like the blue. Blue's my favorite one. So far. How about this guy? Ooh, Lermello Ordu armor. Bronze. Gives me even better. Yeah, I'll take them both. Why not? And that little dagger I picked up. There we go. That's beautiful. Do you know about the 16 personalities thing? Is that a personal thing, or is that a broad thing, Briar? Oh, this thing's even better! Jiminy H. Christmas. Yeah, I'll take... Oh, gosh. Well, it's better for the build that I'm going for. Is what I meant. Oh, and it's stylish, too. Fuck yeah. Man, I'm not gonna be able to do any damage. Take that hammer. I'll take your gold. And yeah, I'll take the dagger. Let me take all of that stuff and actually leave behind the Warhammer? Yeah, I'll leave behind the Warhammer. 40k. There we go. Good stuff, good stuff. I want to say I'm good now. We'll do a quick save. New save, stream 3. I was asking if the 16 personalities thing is, like, is that, like, a philosophical belief, or is that something that is pertaining to you, Briar? That's what I'm asking. We won that fight. I have 5 health left. I'm gonna fucking die. You take a moment to observe the carnage. The mercenaries are dead. Neither the Commercium nor the mercenary company will be too happy about it, but you will worry about it later. The path to Madoran is clear, and that's what matters now. One moment, because I want to open up my character. My dodge is shit. I increase it just to get a base of 0. No, my thing isn't about dodging. I'm not running a dodge build. "16 personalities, I got you. Okay. Aziz is waiting for you at the edge of the forest. Glad you made it, Gaius. For a moment there, I thought you might be in trouble. Kato sent you?" Aziz nods. "The cargo's too valuable to leave unattended, no offense. What about Kato?" "What about him? He'll lay low for now. Won't be the first time, for the guild will be up and running before you know it. You get a new insight, which can be used to increase your skills. 22 points gained. Wow. Let's go then. Fuck this place. It's a test. Made by some scientists, years of work, blah blah blah. Okay. Taking the demise of the Imperial Guards at the hands of the boatmen as a good omen, Lord Antidus steps up the recruitment efforts of House Deraton. Pardons are granted to bandits and raiders willing to serve the house, and mercenaries are hired en masse with the Commercium's gold. Without the Imperial Guards to keep the newly arrived fighting men in check, the town quickly descends into near lawlessness, becoming little more than a camped mercenary army, waiting for the orders to march. Though Antidus seems to hold the reins of the Sellsword Legion, it is the Commercium who pays their wages, and the only loyalty a mercenary truly recognizes is the one who pays him. By becoming the paymaster for the entire Legion, the Commercium effectively becomes Antidus' shadow partner, greatly expanding their influence and control over local trade. Backed by that Legion, the Commercium's influence grows rapidly alongside their control over local trade. Bored and seeking entertainment, the camped mercenaries spend their coins at the Commercium's establishments almost as quickly as they earn them, making it a very profitable enterprise indeed. I usually guess people's personality groups, then let them do the test. A tiny game, everyone enjoys, it's fun. Huh. Wanna try after the game? Yeah, I'd be down. Infamous slum... Wait a second. 16 personalities. Is this the Myers-Briggs thing? Just to make sure, is this the Myers-Briggs test? The infamous slums of Madoran are a maze-like district of makeshift houses built among ruins that stretch on for miles. The domain of the 40 thieves, the slums have always been known as a kingdom of beggars and thieves. The proverbial rock bottom one ends up at after too many wrong choices. It is a lawless place avoided even by guards, which makes it a perfect place to hide something. What? Yes. Okay. Yeah, the introvert-extrovert, intuition/sensory, feeling/thinking, fuck, what was the last one? I always forget the last one, or I mixed them up. One of the two. Whatever. But yeah, I know about Briar. I actually know my Myers-Briggs off the top of my head, so feel free to guess. Perceiving and yeah, I always forget the other one. Judgment, perceiving and judgment. By the time the Commercium's gold reaches Madoran and disappears inside the slums, the rumors have transformed few crates of gold into a king's ransom. Sellswords and cutthroats alike are taunted by the stories of chests overflowing with unimaginable wealth, ripe for the taking. Before long, bands of rough-looking men began arriving in Madoran, showing a strong interest in the slums. The impatient ones venture in, never to be seen again. The rest simply wait for the right opportunity as the city is slowly heading towards a boiling point. He double-crossed Fang and helped Cassius to replace him as Lord Antitus' personal lawmaster. Unfortunately, there is little for him to do in Terran. Thus, House Daraton does not benefit from Cassius' vast knowledge of the lore of the olden days. Master Fang has managed to escape and, according to rumors, has resurfaced in Ganeza, quickly gaining Lord Meru's trust and favor. Interesting. I don't know about the fifth part, actually, but, an INTP. I can see that. If you want to try and guess mine, feel free. After a few weeks of travel, Madoran's marble brain ore. Domes finally appear in the shimmering desert. Once the jewel of the Empire is now a city of crumbling ruins and forgotten glory. The rivers that fed it dry, its once fertile fields now barren rock and endless drifting sand. The Great War devastated Madoran. Almost a quarter of its citizens died in the arcane blast that created the infamous Abyss. The sickness that followed it nearly succeeded in wiping out the rest, but cities rarely die with dignity. Man returned to Madoran, scavengers seeking to loot for the treasures of the past, oblivious of the weight of history around them as they squabbled over food and gold. Madoran's brethren meet you outside. I'm Besar, says the man in charge. Lavir's second in command. We'll take the gold and get it inside the city without causing another riot. You'll go through the gate and meet us at the old temple in the slums. Why can't we go with you? We have our ways of getting in and out of the city. The fewer people know about them, the better. No offense. How do I know we can trust you? I know him, says Aziz. He's Lavir's right-hand man. Alright. Interesting. Ah. Oh, so the quests disappear after that first area. Noted. Ken says I'm too sad about it. Fuck, hard as fuck. There's no pressure on you, man. Get it wrong, then you get it wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. I'll take another 10 points into impersonate. Then I'm going to take... I want to put another 30 into block? It might be a little too much at this point. It might be better to go into like sword and then put another 10 to maybe impersonate. Questions? I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, I apparently have no business here. Okay, let's stay at Madoran then. Madoran. Nebby. What do you want? What do you want? The man in front of you... Why would he have that accent? The man in front of you is in his 50s. His face is deeply lined and weathered, suggesting that its owner spends most of his time outside, probably in the wasteland. Yukim Nebi? He wants to know, asks the man, his hands casually reaching for his knife. Gratius sent me. Said you might have some work for me. Is that so? Says Kim Nebi, relaxing visibly. How's Gratius these days? Dead. So, how about a job? You see the kind of work I do? It's not for everyone. High mortality rate, as they say. Still want it? Whose mortality? Ha! Laughs Kim Nebi, slapping you on the shoulder. You've got the gist of it. If you're good at killing, it's always another people that end up dead, ain't it? We leave in 2 hours, don't be late. What's the job? Like I said, we leave in a couple of hours. If you find yourself something better to do, go ahead and do it. Otherwise, you know where to find me. It's my personality group. Hold on. I'm just making sure. I'm not 100% sure what green means, Briar. Like, does that correlate with a specific, one of the, specific personality groups? Oh, that's an in. Might as well go ahead and take a look. Storytell. See this grizzled old fellow haggling with the innkeeper over a dish of scraps and a cup of watered wine. When you reach an agreement, the old man pulls the cup towards him for a long sip, savoring his drink, and reluctantly pours the rest into a bowl of yesterday's rice. He works the wine into the rice, which, along with half an onion, comprises his meal. After finishing, he lets his gaze linger a moment on the empty bowl before turning with a dispirited sigh to address the common room. "A tale!" he says on a hoarse voice. Okay, I see. 4 personalities for each color? 4 colors and 4 personalities for each color. Green ones are diplomats. Oh, okay, I see. So, do you want my Myers-Briggs? Is that what you're asking for? Hearken everyone to a most wondrous tale, a tale I offer exclusively to the most distinguished patron of this most illustrious establishment. My Myers-Briggs is ENFP. Look around, my friends, demands the old man. The patrons comply, obviously suspecting it is part of some feeble jest. No, not at these 4 walls, you dotes. Look and wonder on the glorious city of Madoran. Countless cities and towns, village, hamlets have crumbled into dust or been submerged beneath the waves or swallowed by the desert sands, but Madoran survives. For 10,000 years the mighty capital has stood, and for 10,000 years she will continue to stand watching over. ENFP. Yes. Correct. I heard the city was 1,000 years old. I heard the city was 1,000 years old, interrupts a surly-looking metalworker in the crowd. ENFP is green. Sweet. Nice work, Briar. And where did you hear that, pray tell? The storyteller seems to grow in stature, looking down at the man with disdain. I was born here, as was my father and my father's father and his father before him. So which of us knows better, my gritty friend? Now set aside for a while the crackling of geese in the market, which is often mistaken for wisdom, and you will learn something of this city of all cities we are all so fortunate to call home. That was purple for a sec. Madoran was old and wise, already a place of philosophers and statesmen, when the Empire was nothing but an upstart kingdom. Yes, they were brawlers, full of strength and bluster. Let's give violence its due, but what would have been their end without our art, our knowledge, our wisdom? The Empire had their legions, my esteemed comrades, but there is a limit to what can be accomplished through brutality. Add culture and knowledge to your strength and you have a potent force. What is a purple briar? What would constitute a purple? The old empire has fallen to dust, a heap of cracked stones where once stood mighty walls. Of ancient Alium, nothing remains but faded diagrams on a handful of mildewed scrolls. Madoran alone stands, her glory scornful of the passing of mere men, of time and decay, her nobles and lords unfazed by... I come inside to get away from the wind, not to bathe in it, a dusty scribe declares. You get to the tale before you crumble away yourself, another patron helpfully adds. Blah blah blah, I want to know the truth. Oh, Jiminy, nope. Okay, so from what I gather, there's something about a demon. I learned something, I'm not sure what, but my character learned it. You see a drunken man yelling at the patrons and waving around his spear, accustomed to his outbursts. The patrons seem to be ignoring him. You couldn't help but notice that it's a damn good spear, steel, custom made. Nice spear. Nice spear? Ha! This spear's made me the champion of the fucking arena back when the title meant something. He shoves the spear in your face, presumably for a closer look. Just ignore him, says one of the patrons. Cadmos is almost like that when he starts drinking. Is always like that when he starts drinking. Was he really a champion? Hard to believe, eh? Says the patron. You should have seen him 10 years ago when he was in his prime. As a pale shadow of what he once was. I'll provoke Cadmos. Pretending to leave, you bump into Cadmos and shove him out of your way. Watch it! Yells Cadmos, looking pissed. You spilled my drink! You're lucky you don't remember how to hold a spear anymore. Cadmos stares at you drunkenly as the words sink in. Slowly a smile spreads across his face, and for a moment there you see the lethal spearman who ruled the arena 10 years ago. Then the moment's gone and all you see is a drunkard swaying on unsteady legs. You and me, says Cadmos. My final performance. Push him now or not? I'll push him. Wait. No. Ooh. Ooh. This armor really decreases my abilities. I don't want to go using my, Wow, this guy... Yeah, he... Total hit chance is only 5%? This guy has a huge fucking defense. 15% with that. Their power? Oh my goodness. I am so dead. I am so dead. Even when I hit him, I do no damage. He has... Ah! There's the bleed. Ha! Get fucked, yo! Interrupt. He's gonna kill me. Yep, there I go. Well, glad I saved. Magician? Ah, I see. Analyzers. I gotcha, Briar. I gotcha. Yeah? I can see how you would make that claim. And it's actually quite common. I was actually friends with a lot of INTPs back in high school. You know, I was in a philosophy club. INTP and INTJ were very common for me to hang out with because of that. And it makes sense for people to get confused, to confuse me as one because, well, I took an interest in philosophy and, you know, I hung out with them pretty often. Okay, there we go. Okay. I don't even want to deal with this storyteller. There we go. Now I'm back where I was. Innkeeper! Goodbye. Clericus? Is he a cleric? You're too late, says the man standing next to an empty stall when you approach him. The caravan just left. It will take weeks before the next one is ready to depart. What do you send caravans to? These days, mostly Geneza and Keator. As Mara and Kipper are gone, Karen's about to join them. We need markets for our goods and the local goods to take back to cover the costs and turn some profit. There are a couple of mining villages that can make a trip there worthwhile, but they're an exception rather than the norm. Tomorrow. What do you think about the snowflake thing? What snowflake thing? The Imperial Guard took over Kipper 2 decades back and ran it into the ground. As Mara fell a few years ago, 2 lordlings tore it apart after their father's death. The way the story is told, the younger son gathered enough support and deposed his older brother, who somehow managed to escape, hired every mercenary company willing to fight for a cut of the action, and returned to claim the throne. The siege went on for years, and by the time the throne fell and the mercenary companies took what they considered a fair share, there wasn't much left of it. Or didn't the Imperial Guard step in? The Guard said that the chapter doesn't allow them to interfere in the internal affairs of the houses, but the way I see it, the weaker the houses, the stronger the guards. At any rate, I don't see them putting their asses on the line just to prop up some lordling. What about Genezer? It's a lovely town. It's built in cascading levels across the castle that gave the town its name. So the view alone is worth the trip. The archways of the low town become the walkways and the sky. Okay. Oh, that whole thing. No, I don't believe in that, Briar. In all honesty, like, I always tell people this, psychology works for a reason. The reason why it does is because humans are fundamentally the same to the point where they can all be figured out with the same type of science. Therefore, special snowflakes hardly exist. I won't lie that there are definitely some snowflakes out there, but I don't believe everyone is a special snowflake. Way too many people are pressured into, well, just... way too many people are pressured into being the same. And as such, there's too many people that are the same. I believe that, you deserve a trophy for being the same. Oh, okay. You hear the sounds of drums announcing the arrival of a caravan, and almost immediately crates, bales, and sacks start flowing through the gates, followed by chained, dust-covered slaves and tired guards. I'll go take a look. Once inside the gates, the new arrivals are dealt with with a surprising speed and efficiency. Slaves are taken to the auction block, paid for cargo delivered to the consignees. Consignee, I don't know. Guards paid and discharged to boost the local economy. All that's left are small-time traders hoping to sell their goods at a profit in a big city, and the vultures that prey on them. Levy collectors who take all they can, and cutthroats who take everything, including their lives. One of the traders shakes his head and turns away from a levy collector to think it over. Almost immediately, he's approached by 2 rough-looking men who whisper something in his ear. The trader, still in a state of shock, accepts their generous offer, much like a drowning man gasps at straws, and follows them to his doom. There's just a blizzard out there named human population. Hmm. I see.
Follow them. You follow them to a nearby alley, arriving just in time to witness the last act of the drama, the parting of the fool and his gold and possibly life. The thugs, now 3 of them, regard you as an extra bonus. 2 for the price of 1. What do we have here? Inquires one of the thugs, a skinny man with deep-seated eyes surrounded by dark circles. Is that what you do for a living? Rob and kill the newcomers? How's that any of your business? Asks the thug, looking a bit confused. Because from now on, it is my business. I'm new to the city and need some spending money. You'll pay me half of each take, and in return... In return what? Asks the thug, half angry, half curious. In return, I won't fucking kill you. Right here, on this very spot. You don't look so tough, says the thug grabbing a hammer. Fuck, forgot to save too. Come on, damn it. Shield, work. Work better. Stop reducing my armor, you fucks. I'm dead. I got such a good hit off right there. Yep, there you go. I love that autosave. Off out of here, but guess what? It's weekend tomorrow. Woo! Nice. Sounds awesome, Briar. I have no idea where I am. Okay. There's no point in going to the tavern right now. Okay. And I won't go to school. School is always, I don't know. If you're a fan of learning, like, I enjoyed school for the last 2 years I was there. I hated it pretty much every other year. And even then, I hated the people that I was, I hated the people that I was equal to at school. I hate each and every one of them. I hated the people that were in the top 10%, but save maybe 2 of them. But every other one, I was like, ah, fuck them. Or what? Asks the thug, spreading his arms and pushing his chest forward. Or your answer to the 4 thieves? Or what? Do you have any idea who you're talking to, you stupid little fuck? I love that. I love that. Yeah, the other students. I didn't like the other students, Briar.
So what? You own everything now? Yes, we fucking own everything now. Get out. Easy there, friend. We're leaving, says the thug, raising his hands to show that he means peace. Oh no, how thank you, says the trader, being visibly shaken. They would have killed me. The bastards would have killed me and taken everything. He hesitates for a moment, then makes a decision and removes a well-adorned dagger from his belt. It's been my family for generations. My father gave it to me before I left. He told me that once unsheathed, it can solve any dispute, but I just couldn't bring myself to draw it. It'd serve you better than it served me, stranger. Sure, I'll take it. See the... Oh my goodness. Well, would you look at that? That there's a little beauty. Reminds me, I have a lot of things I need to sell. Max AP is 9 with that. Okay. Excuse me, sorry. Actually, it might be more worth it to melt down a lot of these items. Four gold from that one. That one's worth it. Guess that's worth it. Let's go from that. Murmillo helmets. Ooh. HC penalty is 10 though. Yikes. That thing, was it? I don't know. Good jam. Yeah, I mean, that's what you do. I don't know, because, it's always possible that you do learn something. It's just not something that'll actually be, like, useful. And sometimes it's not about if it's being useful, it's about if it's interesting. That's what I focused on when I was in school. I focused on getting knowledge that was interesting. And I didn't care if it was useful, I just cared if it was interesting. What's the time? Ooh. I actually need... I promised that I would actually... 4. Oh, yikes. Oh, there's a trade district. Well, call me Blue and call me Sally. Go that way. Oh! Domitius. You see a middle-aged man with a weathered face, half hidden by a scraggly beard. You ask if he's Domitius Opius, and the man nods and steps back, letting you in. What can I do for you, stranger? As Domitius tiredly. Nothing at the moment. How the fuck do I know this guy? I'm just like, are you Domitius? Yes. Do you need something? No. I like how they just chill out under a pillar. Pillow. That's very different. A fallen minaret. Oh, I thought that was what we called the person. I was like, why is he called a minaret? Well, the whole deal, Briar, is that, school is not about learning. Like, plain and simple, school is not about learning. It's not about, teaching you anything, it's not about intellect. It's about connections. The entire premise of school is to make sure that you have connections. When you end up going through school, they end up giving you a little sheet of paper that they call a degree. And you take that degree and you say, I have knowledge. Because that little piece of paper says, I have knowledge. And then you go around and you flash this piece of paper at people and you say, I know things. And they say, okay, we're more willing to hire you now. That being said, there's, I know several people that, well, I know a couple of people that have dropped out of college or dropped out of high school and have actually gone on to be pretty successful. Of course, these people are much older than me, like, you know. And unfortunately, we're at a time when you need, the younger you are, the more advantages you need in order to become something. If you want a well-paying job, you need every advantage you can get. Unfortunately, that translates to a lot of people as being cutthroat or being sociopathic in order to get what you want, which I'm not a fan of. As you walk down the streets, you hear shouts and see an angry crowd pursuing several men. They chase them into a nearby house and start discussing the best way to smoke them out. A lone guard shows up and tries to calm the tensions, but without visible success. Let's approach. Burn them! Yells a red-faced burly man in a dirty tunic pointing at the house. The crowd seems to share his animosity towards the house's inhabitants. Nobody's burning anything in my district, says the guard weakly. He tries to infuse his words with authority, but he isn't eager to risk his life to restore order, which only emboldens the crowd. What's going on? It's the Nutters, sighs the guard. Now that they've got some numbers behind them, things are starting to get out of control. Earlier, they went through the district shouting, pushing over carts and pissing people off. There are ways to fight. There are ways to fight. 3 dead, a dozen wounded. The preacher and his cronies hold up in there. The preacher and his cronies hold up in there. Nods at the house. And now these idiots want to burn it down and have the district with it. The Nutters. Okay, you have a good night, Briar. I'm glad that you had a nice day. You stay safe, man. 10 and 2. 10 and 2. 10 plus -2. Wahoo! Liars. The mouth breathers who follow these preachers around, eating up every word and asking for more. We didn't see it coming when it started. These preachers were talking crazy, but nobody listened. So what's the harm, right? And then something changed. Suddenly, they were drawing crowds, people were repeating their shit like it meant something, and now we have bloody riots in the middle of the day. What preachers? Ever since Meru went nuts and started talking about God, some people took it upon themselves to spread his teaching and bring the fucking light to our darkness. Now, as far as I know, the preachers never said a word about attacking the unbelievers, but maybe they didn't have to. Make a man feel righteous, and there's no telling how far he will go. What do they need? Preach. The usual shit. The godless will be punished, the righteous will be saved. Need any help? Can you keep the crowd in check while I go and get more men to handle it properly? Sure. The guard leaves you in charge and quickly walks away. The crowd gets its hopes up and moves a few steps closer. The preacher ain't going nowhere, says the burly man. We had enough of his shit. Alright, the show's over, so get the fuck out of here. The man's eyes narrow and his hands tense. He's one of them, he shouts suddenly. Kill him. Ah, fuck. Don't worry. It's a bunch of peasants. I can kill them all if I want. Not a single one of you is going to do damage to me. I hope you know this. If anything, this is a good chance for me to get my kill count up. How long until I drop the first one? I think the woman's gonna die first. I've hit her almost each and every whirlwind. Yep, there it goes. None of that. Thank you, tank build. I'm limited to like one attack per, but hey, I'm able to fight these guys without too much problem. Oh, they all dodged it this time. That don't happen too often. You want to stop that? Listen, I've already killed 4 of you all by myself. You really want to continue with this? You stand there a moment observing your handiwork. The dead and the dying, then... The dead and the dying. Then you enter the house. You see a man with a thin face and narrow aquiline nose, and fire in his eyes. He must be the preacher. Behind him stand 2 men, roughed up and bloodied. Who are you? Asks the preacher. A friend. It's safe to come out. The gods worked a miracle through you, my child. Much like they always do. is the righteous men like you that make this world worth saving. Thank you, brother. So what happened here today? My congregation wanted to share their love for the gods with their neighbors, for it is a duty of every believer to bring the light of true faith into the hearts of others. Yet apparently such roads are filled with perils. The faithful were attacked, spat on, knocked to the ground, and beaten. We had to defend ourselves, but our creed is a militant one, and we fared poorly. Oh, but these two lucky souls are dead now. I'm glad I could help them. We are in your debt, and this debt will be repaid. I'll bring you the word of your deeds to the holy city of Ganezar. Has Crassus' reputation increased? Sweet. Sure suck for these assholes. I don't know how much these things would sell for. Maybe I should just leave them. Of course, could melt down all these weapons. And you know what? I think that's a good moment to end it on. So, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Everyone that showed up, it was nice having you all. You all stay safe. Remember, do not drink and drive, do not text and drive. 10 and 2 people, 10 and 2. And happy days and sunshine ahead. Am I understood, people? Good. You all have a wonderful day, okay? Bye.